second down.
No, nigga.
Yo, Toe, what happened, bro?
Oh, I'm straight now.
Okay, I fucking saying
I
something.
was setting up the broadcast, yeah. I didn't even know you ran a play. I came back, it was second down. Go ahead.
Oh my god. No, I'm out here. I'm laughing at my clown ass homeboy in his
Solid gain on that play.
damn chat. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, wrong play, man.
You wouldn't. It wouldn't be funny for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
4 and 2. And so it's too much.
Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Teller Cloud says what's up.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength
What
and
is
brawn.
up?
It's also a game of mismatches.
Oh.
They're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Zeke Elliott, of course, was a college star in this Buckeye State and filing into the stadium earlier. A lot of fans had on his old college jersey. In fact, he told us that he had over 100 friends and family that were going to be in attendance here for this one. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Throwing on third down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Locke. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Mike, man, 20! Alert, 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 alert!
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bro, are you
The first down run
serious?
got 5. Here's 2nd
I
and
got all the way
5.
to the fucking end, bro. I had 7 kills.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. From the gun, Mayfield rolling to his right. And it's complete. Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Sponge! No! Hatchet! Hey, alert! Up! 10!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's bring it!
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Luck. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Locke. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mayfield to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken the lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Let's go, Mexico!
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, finding some room at midfield. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing is Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of reasons.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. From the gun on third down. Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
180. They're not playing right. Point it right. They still playing.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check your hot read.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. A First down carry by Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd and 9, Luck. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Luck. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Bryant's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run here with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So they looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, it's Locke. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Luck. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Reynolds really saw an increased role last year after Cooper Kupp went down with that ACL injury. 29 catches last year for Reynolds, but 22 of those coming after November 11th when Kupp left the lineup. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I'm about to say, bro, it's not me, bro. I got the Ethernet in. It's you. They get on FaceTime. They start cupcaking, switch to the
clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL.
I didn't say you were. I said you
that's his stock and trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Jay a clown, bro. Why he got a mic? A clown.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. To throw is Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. To the air again. Luck. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Escaping the pressure. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Now Luck. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mark Ingram, 78 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I said, I don't know, but it's a user game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Luck now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now it's Luck. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Try to get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
They snap it to Luck. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
180! Switch up, switch up!
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They're running. Ingram. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.